Hey, what say everybody? It's DJ Modi here from What Say Radio. Appreciate everybody tuning in, locking it in. And I want to say happy Throwback Thursday. And if you love Throwback Thursday jams, you can go to www.whatyousayradio.com. Again, that's www.whatyousayradio.com. And I got some classics in rotation all day long on your hot station. All right. With that being said, hey, I am back. Hope everybody enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Of course, we didn't do any picks last week, so we got to catch up and get back on track here in week 14 of the NFL. Week 14, y'all, it's the last stretch. I call this the last quarter as the playoff picture is starting to come into form. And as you can see, hey, I got a little chart of where the standings are as of this week. And then we got a big game kicking off tonight. And so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into our picks for this week. Let me know what your picks are. And so we're going to start with Dallas Cowboys, America's team at Detroit. This is a big one. This is a big one tonight going down on Amazon Prime. You can check it out. This one right here is like a playoff game pretty much because Dallas and Detroit are fighting to get into the playoff picture. As you can see by the chart here that they are currently out on the outside looking in. So both teams are in the NFC and trying to get into the playoff picture. So with that being said, they are going to both be looking to try to pull off a big win tonight to keep their hopes alive to make it to the playoffs for a chance to go to the Super Bowl this year. And so, with that being said, I'm going to make my pick. Let me pull my pen up here. Let's see. We're going to go with blue. I think I'm going to go with blue. There we go. All right, Dallas at Detroit. Man, this is going to be a tough one. High-powered offense of Dallas against Detroit in the Motor City. The defense, they also have a high-powered offense. Amon St. Ram, don't know if he's going to play tonight. He's been questionable all week. And so I am going to go with the Dallas Cowboys. There's just something going on with the Cowboys. I don't know what it is. I think they've kind of they're the underdog. I think that's exactly what it is. They're the underdog this year. They haven't come in, they lost Micah Parsons through a trade before the season. And so things weren't looking bright for them. And now it's like they're the underdog. They always had these fake Super Bowl aspirations. And so now they're an underdog team. And I have a tendency to root for the underdog. So I'm rooting for Dallas in this game. I got Dallas beating Detroit. Let's get to the Sunday games. We got Seattle at Atlanta. As you can see, Seattle is the number 5 seed as of today. Atlanta is currently out of the playoff picture. I'm going to go with Seattle easily over Atlanta. Then we got Tennessee at Cleveland. Man, a battle of two struggling teams. However, Cleveland, they have Myles Garrett, who is still leading that tough defense, and I just expect them to go in and or Tennessee to come into Cleveland and take a L. Shadur Sanders is scheduled to get another start, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna go with Cleveland. Going with Cleveland on that pick. Chicago at Green Bay. Here's another one. This is a play. As you can see right now, Green Bay is the number 6 seed, and Chicago is the number 1 seed. They are the number 1 seed in the NFC North. Matter of fact, in the NFC overall, the Chicago Bears are sitting number 1. So this is going to be a big divisional game that's going to have big playoff implications. Who am I going to go with? Chicago's hot. Green Bay is coming off a loss to Detroit. Did they lose to Detroit? Who was it they lost? Yeah, they lost to Detroit last week. Love had a great game despite, but that was a good game. I'm going to go with Green Bay at home. I'm going with Green Bay to beat Chicago. It wouldn't be an upset, and we'll see how that goes. Washington at my Minnesota Vikings. Go. You could say, man, I'm Skull for life. This, you seen Brock Browsmer or whatever his name is, man. Whoever we threw in the undrafted quarterback last week in Seattle, he was terrible. Threw so many interceptions. It's just not even worth talking about. Justin Jefferson, man, one of the worst days of his career as a wide receiver in the NFL. Didn't even crack 20 yards, I don't think it was, man. So it just doesn't get any worse for Minnesota. I think we'll probably end up going back to JJ McCarthy because we have no choice. Obviously, Ritter, we signed Desmond Ritter before last week's game. We dropped him this week. Adam Thielen has been cut to go and compete and try to play with a better team, with it being in his last season. Why he went to why Pittsburgh picked him up. Let's say that they picked him up off of waivers, which in my opinion is no better than him being and finishing out his career in Minnesota. He's a hometown kid, homegrown Minnesota. He might as well have finished out in Minnesota. Bottom line, and so yeah, he's in Pittsburgh right now. And so in this game, you got Washington and Minnesota. I'm going with my heart. I'm going with Minnesota, right? That's a lot of saying to get to that point right there. Right? No playoff implications, nothing to really play for other than to build chemistry and try to see what we're evaluate for next year. That's what we're doing here. We're evaluating. All right, let's get into the next game. Miami at New York Jets, another meaningless game. I'm gonna go with Miami pulling it out over the New York Jets. We got New Orleans at Tampa Bay. New Orleans has had a lackluster season. Tampa Bay is the number 4 seed in the NFC. I'm going to give them the nod in that game. We got Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Man, look at that. This is an AFC battle. They are playing each other right now. If the playoffs were to start today, they would be playing each other. Indiana is number 6 seed. Jacksonville number 3 seed. I'm a Danny Dimes has a minor, or not a minor, a injury to the leg. So the defense is still playing tough for Indianapolis. Jacksonville at home. I'm going to go with the home team in this game. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Baltimore, y'all, is struggling. Even with their struggles, I can't believe they're the number 4 seed in the playoffs as of today. It's kind of crazy with all the losing that they've done and Lamar Jackson being injured most of the season. I'm surprised they're actually sitting in this playoff picture, but here we are. They got Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I'm going to go with the home team to pull this one out. I'm going with Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, and King Henry. Denver at Las Vegas. Denver, the number 1 seed as of today. Las Vegas is struggling. Easy pick. I'm going with Denver there. Cincinnati, Burrow came back last week during Thanksgiving game. We got Buffalo. Buffalo is the number 7 seed, sub 7 seed in the AFC. I'm going to go with the home team, Buffalo, to pull that one out. Los Angeles Rams, currently the number 2 seed in the NFC with Arizona out of the playoff picture as of right now. I'm going to go with the Rams. Then we got Ace Town with the stingy defense, one of the best defenses along in the league, along with Cleveland at Kansas City, going to play my homeboy on Sunday night. Got to go with my homeboy pulling this one out. And then that brings us to Monday Night Football. And we got Philadelphia. Let me go back to the Sunday night game as Kansas City, as you can see by the standings, Kansas City right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are out of the playoff picture as it stands. They can't afford to take a loss. They cannot afford to lose this game at Houston, nor probably any of the last 3 games. Again, we're in the last inning, we're in the last quarter of the NFL season. And so Kansas City needs to go on a streak here to get into the playoff picture. Excuse me. All right, let's get to Monday night. Final game, Philadelphia Eagles at the LA Chargers. Philadelphia Eagles are currently the number 3 seed, while the Chargers are the number 5 seed in the AFC. So game is pivotal for both teams. Los Angeles Rams stay with the Chicago Bears and the Chargers to stay there in the playoff picture. So a big game. Philadelphia at Chargers. Philadelphia. This is a hard one, but I'm gonna have to go with Harbaugh. I'm gonna go with Harbaugh in this one. I think the Chargers will win this one, and those are my picks here for Week 14 here, DJ Modi with What You Say Radio. Let me know what your picks are in the comment section. Let me know what games you're looking forward to in this week 14. I'm definitely looking forward to this game tonight. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a great game. There's a lot on the line for both of these teams, and so I'm looking forward to it. Again, I got Dallas winning, and man, we are in the last leg of the NFL season, the last quarter, the final quarter before the playoffs begin. And so I'm excited because I think we're going to see some new teams, some fresh blood in the playoffs as well as the Super Bowl. So that's kind of refreshing to see. All right. Again, let me know what your thoughts are, who you got winning this week, and we'll check it out and see what our results are next Tuesday. This is DJ Mo D signing out. Don't forget, go to www.whatyousayradio.com and happy Throwback Thursday, everybody. What you say?